Ashe. Welcome again to another short recording where I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the Kemetic Flow sequence. So the Kemetic Flow sequence is inspired by postures from Kemetic Yoga. However, there are additional postures placed into this process, and the process was developed from my understanding of yoga and qigong in terms of moving prana, sekhem in Kemetic terms, or qi in traditional Chinese medicine terms, through the body. Very often when we are tending the wounds of racialized trauma, we find that there are energetic qualities seemingly blocking or stagnated within the body. So the Kemetic Flow sequence is specifically designed both to introduce you to archetypes of ancient Egypt or Kemet in terms of the embodiment process, which I talk through when we're normally going through a class, but also it's aimed at really kind of getting the sekhem to flow freely through energy channels within the body. These are meridians in traditional Chinese medicine, or they are nadis within the Indian yogic system. The whole class and process, the whole Kemetic Flow process, is a sequence of around 9 postures, adaptations, slight changes, and there are a couple of other postures which are not always included. But the foundation, the formulation is around 9 postures. And when we go through a full class and we enter through the full process of Kemetic Flow, we pause in between movements just to really embody the practice and really feel into the sensations that we're getting through, basically helping our sekhem to flow freely through our body and its channels. A full class would most definitely, we end in the posture of resurrection. So we would lay on our back and arms so, and we would remain there for a good 10 minutes at the end of the Kemetic Flow sequence. And this is really to start to integrate what we've just been doing and how we've just been moving, to allow a certain level of settling from the process to happen. And again, there are archetypes within each of the movements is an archetype that we can tap into from an emotional, mental level also. So I haven't put the full sequence yet onto YouTube. I intend to, but what would probably be even more better is if you join some online classes. These are not scheduled yet, but they will be coming in 2023. So Kemetic Flow is inspired by some of the postures of Kemetic Yoga. However, there are additional postures and movements that came to me, if you like, by transmission or download, if you like, which are part of the whole flow sequence. The idea behind the sequence is to enable a more fluid movement of our sekhem, our life energy, through the body. So, and in this way, moving through the obstacles of the trauma which is residing within our tissues at a cellular level and within our spiritual body at an energetic level. And it certainly does all of these things. When you engage in the full practice, I imagine, because I've never had one, but I liken it to like having a full body blood transfusion. Because it really creates a flow of sekhem life force through the body, unlike many of the other practices which I have done in the past. So a beautiful practice, one to be learned, and through this medium of BlackBodyHeart-MindYoga channel, I hope to introduce more and more of the movements of the gods and goddesses. So hopefully that's been helpful for you to understand a little bit about the practice. See you in the next short. Ashe.